today I wanted to take a moment and instead of just talking about a specific book, since we've mentioned Fast Forward and some of the other ones, I thought I would actually talk about the serial novels. Right now in print, well, I actually have 4 in print, but I don't have the copies, so the first one haven't arrived yet. I have Fast Forward, and then the spin-off series, Heartland. And between writing those 2, I did Confessions of a Decluttering Junkie. And as a serial novel, this was titled Diary of a Serial Junkie. But, you know, it all began with Fast Forward. I'll link that book chat in the description. But it all began with Fast Forward. We gave each episode away 5 days every quarter. And, you know, every week we had one. And it was really hard to keep up. And I tried to get way ahead, and I would do okay, but then another book would suck me in, and it would be hard, and I would back up again. It's like, whew, you know. But it worked really well, and I really loved it. And at the end of it, you know, I was done. I was just done with Willow. It's like, I love her. I want to keep loving her, so I'm done. So this was almost done, I thought. And so I had a plan for Heartland, for a continuing series. I had a plan for it, but I wasn't ready to write it. And this was, I thought, again, almost done. So I started editing this story. And this one was only 7 episodes. On the serial novels, once they've come out, all of the volumes have come out. And we've run through all of the free days that they would allow. We remove the episodes because it saves people a lot of money to buy and the episodes only come out in Kindle, obviously, but it saves people a lot of money to buy the full, you know, volume than it does, you know, each individual episode. So, you know, obviously these are gone, but I did Decluttering Junkie, and then I was ready for Heartland. Now, if you'll notice, Heartland, the first one anyway, is much smaller. I don't know if you can tell, but it's a much smaller book. The volumes got bigger with each one, but Heartland took Willow's living, you know, the life that she lives, and it explored what it would be like if someone tried to recreate a community of people who had that same purposeful approach to life. And it went in places I hadn't intended. There was a homeless woman, and there was a young, rebellious young woman. She wasn't a teenager. She was a rebellious young woman who kind of flaunted what God had to say about things. And then right now I'm working on it. It's on the way. The Vintage Wren, the first volume, is on the way to my house. I'm so excited about it. And I'm still putting out episodes. I just finished another day on one of them today. And then after the Vintage Wren, I have a second story idea for her. I don't know if I'll do it or not. It depends on where the series goes. If I don't do it, then one of my editors and I have planned to do The Innkeeper together, and I have the first volume of those planned out, ready to go. And so I'm really excited about The Innkeeper. You actually meet someone associated with, and you hear about the inn of The Innkeeper in Corner Booth, which I've done a chat on, but I didn't mention that at all. So the serial novels, Ashley actually doesn't like me to do them anymore. She says that they aren't profitable, and so I shouldn't focus on them. But you know what? One of the first things that we did was we gave away Fast Forward. And when we did, it made me really happy. I really love giving away the episodes. And I don't think I care if they're profitable or not. I care about giving back to my readers because I have readers who spend a lot of money on my books every year and really appreciate it. And giving back those episodes is one way of saying thank you. So it might take a long time sometimes, like it's been months since I've put out a new episode on the Vintage Wren, and my goal is not to let that happen again, but it might. And I still want to do it because I still want to say thank you. I still want to show my appreciation for my readers who do read everything that comes out. I have quite a few of them. You know, I get the emails, and they're very grateful for the episodes, and that makes me happy. You know, because I like to do that for people. So, much to Ashley's chagrin, I probably will never give up the serial novel freebies. They just might not come out as often as I'd like them to. But anywho, that's just a little bit about the serial novels and why I do them. Again, I'll show the covers one more time because I like them. This is Fast Forward. There are 6 volumes, and once in a long while she lets me put all 6 in one collection and sell that at a really reduced price. And so definitely watch for that when it comes out, and I can never tell when she's going to let me do it because she won't let me do it often. And then Heartland is the same. There are also 6 volumes, so 6 separate full-length novels. This is 1 volume of 6. So on a bookshelf, they're about that long. And then this one, it's a little shorter, I think, of a bookshelf space, but not much shorter, because this is the shortest one of the whole series. And so there are 6 of these. And then this was a single volume serial novel. There were only 7 episodes, but it's a pretty hefty book. And I love it. This book actually has my favorite opening line, which I want to read so bad, but I won't because I should save that for the book chat. So anyhow, those are my serial novels, and you'll find out about the 4th when it arrives and I do a chat on it. So have a good day.